Do-Man, Do-Daddy Slay Shop. Here's your first back loosener exercise. So you start in a plank position. You stick that arm out in front and opposite leg of that arm. Lift up and hold for about 5 seconds. You need to alternate every 5 seconds, maybe set a timer and do this for a minute. And every time you continue to lift, try to get higher and higher with that leg without turning your hip. Stay solid. As you can see, I'm not opening up my hip. Most people will try to open up that hip to get that leg higher, but that's not the purpose of the stretch. This helps my back a lot when I was dealing with lower back pain. So I'd say do 2 or 3 sets of that every day. Next one. So next here, this is a hip opener. More advanced stretch I learned in yoga that always helped. You want to hold this on each hip for about, I'd say a minute. A minute's a good time to start out with. And as you release that tension more, sit on it more, put more pressure on that hip. This is also a more advanced stretch that might give you trouble in the beginning, so I have another variation of this in the video, so you can kind of bypass this if this doesn't feel comfortable. But you want that knee and foot at kind of a 90-degree angle to your hip, and you're just, as you can see, you're kind of just sitting on it, opening up that hip. Once you get to this one, it does work really well. Release that tension in the back. This is also great. You sit in a squat position and open up the chest and arm and hold here. This is just an example, but hold each side for about 30 seconds. And all these would be good to do before you go out and golf or in the morning, first thing when you wake up. This is the variation of the one I told you was difficult. This is the easier version. So you're kind of just find something to grab onto and put your ankle up on your knee, and you're pressing down that knee with your elbow, which is opening up your hip. I would hold that as well for about 45 seconds to a minute on each side. This one's basic. Push-up position, hands probably a little bit lower than push-up position, and just lift up that chest and neck. Look up to the ceiling. That's a good way to just kind of keep you stretching that spine as much as possible. And we want to hold this for about 60 to 90 seconds, whatever you're comfortable with. And then afterwards, I like to just downward dog, just kind of even everything out. Lastly, I would do this. You can do this at the end of every workout in the gym. And this helps just detach, and decompress all your discs in your spine. So you just hang from a pull-up bar. You've probably done this before, but do it often, like 3 to 5 days a week, for about 45 seconds. Maybe 2 sets of 45 seconds would be good. Also, I wanted to emphasize, just make your hips and legs as heavy as possible, like they're dead weight, and that'll help decompress your spine even more. This is great. This helps a ton of people get rid of lower disc issues and all that. So